Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown, I've heard folks say, but mine has been uneasy now for many a long, long day. What was that? I've read your English history, it caused me much distress, for items false and furious are told of good Queen Bess. Buy my Halliday, buy my Halliday. That's old English. Of course, when I say buy my Halliday, I don't want to tell you anything. That's just, the trick. I swear by my Halliday. Of course, it's only kings and queens say buy my Halliday. You see, if I were a butcher, I should say buy my pork sausages, or buy my leg of mutton, or buy my gazoon. But there you are, I'm getting too modern, I'm a old anglicised again. And I tell me no tarradiddles. Tarradiddles. More old English, and you don't know what I'm talking about. Listen while I enlighten thee. Tarradiddles derives from two words. Tarry to linger, and diddle to mess about. And by the time you've tarradiddled and had a couple of drinks, you've lost your last train. Still, life wouldn't be worth living if we didn't tarradiddle a bit of time. Of a truth that levity is insupportable. Then there's another, odd boddicking. Now, I admit that sounds idiotic, odd boddicking. You might just as well say Eden's needles as odd boddicking. But that is an ejaculation of surprise as well. It's what I said to Sir Walter Raleigh when he bought me a moustache cut for a birthday present. I said, out upon me for a scurvy knave, odd boddicking and death. There you are. Well, we say, for instance, now, if one of you were to go home and find a strange man kissing your old woman, you'd say, odd boddicking. Of course, that's not all you'd say, but I'll leave that to your inventive faculties. Probably one or more of you might say, what the... and that's English. But they used to call me Good Queen Bess. Good Queen Bess, the Virgin Queen. Twank. But you know what they used to call my sister Mary? Oh, what language. But she was anemic, poor girl. And then there was my father. Well, I'm not very proud of father. I don't know that I want to mention his name here either. Of course, you'll have heard of him. Henry VIII. The woman hater. Oh, he was a bit hot for Henry. What oh, that tarradiddle. Oh, but father was hot. He was tying out of Scutney by Victor. Then there was Sir Walter Raleigh, said he was lazy out of work by intent. And there's a little thing I'd like to clear up about that cloak episode where he's supposed to have spread his cape on the mud for me to walk over. Nothing of the kind. It was like this, you see. I had been to the bodega for my Christmas box. There used to give me a bottle of port regularly. I love the shot of port. Well, on this occasion I was coming out with it under my arm and I must have slipped on a bit of orange peel fry. Dropped it in the middle of the road and it smashed and formed a bit of a pool. Well, Walter, who was waiting up one of the side streets, rushed out, dropped his mantle and spread it over it. I said, no, you don't. I said, we are both going home and we're going to squeeze that cloak out together. See, arsehole, but he always was. He was one of those men. He was a dirty person. That's what he was. And so different to my Lord of Leicester. Oh, my Lord of Leicester. Well, I christened a prayer after him and it's kept up his reputation ever since. Still, Bess, good Queen Bess would have been cool with the sun and more or less. And what I didn't know, I could very nearly guess the days when I was queen.